basketball matchup between the visiting Neenah Rockets and the host Kaukauna Ghosts. It's getting to be a bit of a chilly Tuesday evening, but we're proud to bring you yet another USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream. I am Ricardo Arguello, hanging out as always with Brett Christopherson and bringing you those high-definition camera shots. Jim Rosandick, we call him Rosie. We are all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin. And Brett, hey, this is our first time seeing the Kaukauna Ghosts, our second time, I believe, seeing Neenah. And we're expecting a pretty good one here between two teams who we both feel are playing pretty well as of late.
Yeah, Ricardo, as we were talking off camera, too, teams that could make pretty deep postseason run. We'll talk about that, kind of how the sectionals all shape up and who's going where. But Neenah, Ricardo, coming off a big win last Friday against then number 2 Appleton East. Allie Zabel, of course, we know all about her, 37 points, just a sensational effort. And then a Kaukauna team, Ricardo, coached by a familiar face, Joe Russum, and a team that's won 8 in a row. After a little bit of a hiccup in the middle of the season, or at least maybe the first third of the season, they went to Florida, won 3 games down there during the holiday break, and really been on a roll ever since. So not surprising considering all the success Joe Russum has had back in his Appleton North days, of course. So this is an interesting game. Neenah now ranked 5th in the state as well, part of that terrific trio of teams, Hortonville, Neenah, and now Appleton East, all ranked in the top 10. But don't sleep on the Ghosts. They're going to be a very tough team. They're getting better at the right time. And by the time February, March roll around, I think they're going to be a tough out, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. Another game, Ricardo, another state-ranked team, and 2 teams that are playing a very good basketball right now here as we get to the end of January.
Yeah, Brett, good preamble to our live stream. And I am actually looking for Coach Russum. I don't see it. I see Krasinski, the assistant, and Sarah Hebner, I think a former Hortonville standout. But I do not see Coach Russum. Hopefully he's okay.
Nowadays, who knows, right?
Who knows with COVID and everything. We don't want to speculate. But, Brett, hey, let's take a look at both these teams in depth. You put together some very nice notes for tonight's game. We'll start with Kaukauna, or I'll start with Kaukauna, and you follow up with Neenah. We're looking at Kaukauna coming in at 12-4. They're 12-4 overall, 7-3 in the FBA. As Brett mentioned, winners of their last 8, and coming off a 72-50 victory over Appleton North on Friday in an FBA matchup here at Kaukauna. Aspen Novi, did I say that right?
Yes, sir.
She paced Kaukauna with a game-high 19 points. That was on 7 of 14 shooting. She also knocked down 4 threes, and she also finished with 6 rebounds and 4 steals. Now, Alexa Alexa Kinnis also had a big overall game with 14 points, 7 boards, 7 steals, 3 assists. Elena Zarnicki,
yes,
and Addison Baumgart chipped in with 9 points apiece. Baumgart, well, I think all her 9 points were on 3-pointers. Kaukauna out-rebounded Appleton North 40-28. He also outscored the Lightning 39-24 from 3-point range. And on the season, Kinnis, she leads the Ghosts in scoring at 15 points a game. She's shooting 53% overall and has hit 20 triples. She's also one of 4 players on the team with at least 20 threes. I think around the area you're seeing a lot of great three-point shooting from our area teams, Brett. Zarnicki is next at 14 points per game. She's shooting 49%, and her 32 trifectas are tops on the team. Navi, you said, 3rd in scoring at 9.4 points a game. She's also hit 26 threes, while Baumgart has knocked down 25 three-pointers. Kinnis and Zarnicki are, did I say that right? Kinnis. I'm going to write this down here.
That's what Nate Werner just told us here.
And Nate Werner just visited us, too.
The athletic director, of course, here at Kaukauna High School. He's been everywhere, Nate Werner.
Us. Okay, so Alexa Kinnis and Zarnicki lead the way in rebounding, 6.5 and 6.3 per game, respectively. Kinnis has 3.2 assists. That's the team best. And as a team, the Ghosts are shooting 45% overall, 36% from three-point range. Opponents are shooting 37% overall and 37% from beyond the arc. And Kaukauna is also out-rebounding its opponents, just a shade under 35 to 20 per game and averaging 13.7 steals. And overall, the Ghosts are averaging 64.4 points a game and allowing 53.5. Hey, Kaukauna's next game, that's this Friday, FAA matchup at Oshkosh West. Tip-off schedule for 7:30. Brett, what can you tell me about those hot Neenah Rockets?
The Rockets, Ricardo, 9-3 overall, 6-2 in the Fox Valley Association. They're winners of 4 straight and are now ranked number 5 in Division I in this week's SwissSports.net state coaches poll that was released this afternoon. They're coming off a big 92-74 victory over then number 2 Appleton East last Friday. That was a Fox Valley Association matchup at Neenah's Ron Einerson Fieldhouse. Patriots, by the way, now ranked 6th. Allie Zabel, I'm gonna guess we're gonna say her name quite a bit tonight. Nearly posted a triple-double as a sensational sophomore. Get this, Ricardo, 37 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists to go along with 4 steals. Zabel shot 12 of 25 overall, including 4 of 11 from three-point range. Ava Cook also had a big night with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. She shot 8 of 12 overall and 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Paige Werner finished with 11 points and was 3 of 5 from three-point range. Neenah out-rebounding the Patriots 40-20. They doubled them up there on the boards and shot 51% as a team. On the season, Zabel leads the Rockets in scoring 28.8 points per game. That leads the FAA and ranks 4th in the state. How about that? She's shooting 56% overall, 45% from 3. She's also shooting 86% from the free throw line. So, Ricardo, she has a chance at finishing the season as a 50-40-90 player. That's coveted when you're a shooter, right? 50% from the floor, 40 from three-point range, and 90% from the line. Her 39 triples are tops on the team. Cook is next at an even 10 points per game, followed by Werner at 8.2. Amaya Jones and Zabel, they're the leading rebounders at 8.9 and 8.6 per game, respectively. Those rank 1st and 3rd, respectively, in the conference. Zabel also leads Neenah in assists at 3.6 per game. As a team, the Rockets are shooting 42% overall, 37% from three-point range. Opponents, they're shooting 44% overall and 44% as well beyond the arc. Neenah is out-rebounding its opponents. Pretty substantial rebounding margin, 35.2 to 21.5 per game. Neenah also averaging 10.8 steals per game. Overall, the Rockets, looking at team scoring, averaging 71.6 points per game and allowing 53.8. And up next for Neenah, they're going to be at Appleton North on Friday. That's a Fox Valley Association matchup. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30 p.m.
Brett, I also have you know that the Associated Press rankings came out this afternoon. Neenah is ranked 5th as well. First place, Hortonville getting all 9 first-place votes.
I tell you what, you Associated Press voters you're bugging me. You finally come out with the state rankings, and the girls' basketball season's 2/3 of the way through already. Get the rankings out beginning of the season.
It came out last week.
Yeah, that was about 2/3. These teams are about 3/4 of the way through the regular season already.
I'll tell you what, I've been asking you for the last several years to be a member of the AP voting so you can address your concerns. And each time you duck me.
I'm addressing them to you to take them to the board.
Well, I'm saying you're open to be an AP voter, Brett. We will welcome you with open arms.
Will you?
But yet you consistently refuse.
You might, not all of you might welcome me with open arms.
No, I think they'd all open you with welcome arms, and I think it's because you don't want to do any confrontations. That's why.
No, that doesn't bother me. I just think you guys should get your voting out before Christmas.
And I'm saying that you can join us and bring that up.
So you're saying you disagree with me?
I do disagree with you. I like it just the way it is.
I tell you what, let's start voting right on game number 20, and then we can get a good
okay,
feel.
now you're just being silly.
Now I'm trying to be mean to you.
Now you're being silly.
That argument sponsored by. All right, so the final moments here, warm up. Clock ticking down, and we will introduce the starting 5 for both teams after the national anthem.
Welcome to Kaukauna High School for middle school night at tonight's Fox Valley Association girls basketball matchup between the visiting Rockets of Neenah High School and your Kaukauna Ghosts. We are pleased to welcome as our guests tonight players and coaches from Neenah High School. Both schools in WIA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at educational-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation in supporting the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. At this time, to honor our country and those who are fighting to defend our freedom, we ask that you please stand if you are able, remove your headwear, and face the flag at the north end of the field house as the Kaukauna High School Pep Band, under the direction of Michael Van Schuren, play our national anthem.
Getting ready for the starting lineups here at Kaukauna High School. Brett, we're facing the flag. It's kind of hard not to miss all the state titles that the Ghosts have.
We've talked about this before. Kaukauna doesn't take a backseat to anybody when it comes to state championships, state runners-up, trophies in the trophy case. A very, illustrious athletic program they've had over the years.
And a lot of them very recently, Brett. If you look at it, I know I covered that cross-country team and the softball team. And I know you and I, were you there when McCabe won the 2 basketball titles?
Yes. Yeah, I was there when he jumped on the scorer's table. And
I was there for all the, like I said, state wrestling titles. That was fun to watch.
He jumped on the press table.
The press table, yeah. Right in front of Mark Stewart.
Yes.
And our friend John Mason.
Tom Oates, too.
Yeah, you're right. It was Tom Oates. That's who it was.
The retired Tom Oates. But, yeah, that was fun stuff. And speaking of banners, I mean, look at that wrestling. I was just eyeing up. They now have 2 banners for wrestling. They've won like 16 straight conference championships. The last time they didn't win an FVA championship was 2005, and I think I covered that meet because I remember Appleton North winning it that year.
Well, I think they're in position to win it this year, too. I think the Thursday they can clinch another FVA title.
Crazy. They've won every FVA title in wrestling since 06. That's a dynasty. Always good to be here at Kaukauna High School. Got to thank Nate Werner, the athletic director. We've known Nate for many years. He was at Appleton North, at Neenah. Now he's here at Kaukauna. Always does a great job. Fantastic.
Well, let me rattle off some of the starting line. By the way, I like they went with the retro Chicago Bulls intro.
Alan Parsons project?
I was almost going to say Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. No, it's Alan Parsons project.
Yes.
Right on that, Brett. Anyway, starting lineup for Neenah. Allie Zabel, Shelby Roth, Sophia Cook, Paige Warner, Amaya Jones, and for Kaukauna, Taryn Christopher, Savannah Robinson, Alexa Kinnis. I haven't spelled out here.
It's not E-E.
Kinnis. Aspen Novi. Aspen No. V.
While Ricardo gets name pronunciations, the game is underway. Kaukauna with the controlling.
Brett, I'm getting old.
Tip. You are getting old.
Hey, there's a steal, though, by Kaukauna.
Ooh, tough leaner. That's Alexa Kinnis. There you go.
Brett.
And you heard the announcer say it as well. So quick bucket for Kinnis. 2-0 Ghost with the lead. There's Allie Zabel. We'll talk about all her accomplishments. Number 1 in red. She's in a recent scoring tear as well. Turnover. That's Kinnis. She's got it. Nice little 2-person game there. Well, it stays with Kaukauna. Look at that little move. And there's Taryn Christopher. Quick 4-0 lead for the Ghosts.
I'll tell you what, Brad. Neenah has had turnovers on their first 2 offensive possessions.
So points off turnovers. Kaukauna using defense to create offense. That 3 is no good. That was number 21, Paige Werner, with the miss. And a good energy,
Nice.
good pace. And there's Kinnis again, quick 6-0 lead. I thought Kinnis did a nice job sealing off the defender in a 30-second timeout. Ricardo all ready for Andy Brownell and the Rockets.
Coach Brownell wasn't having it, Brett. 6-0 deficit already. Offense looks really kind of ragged to start. Two turnovers.
Question for you, with Neenah coming off that big win on Friday night. Again, Neenah beating second-ranked Appleton East. Is there such thing as a potential letdown? I wouldn't think so, given how good Kaukauna has been this season.
Not just that. I think there's too many days. If this was like 2 days later, maybe.
Yeah, you're talking Friday, and now this is Tuesday already, so I can assure you that Andy Brownell and his crew not overlooking this Kaukauna team. Not a Kaukauna team that's won 8 straight, is 12-4 in his upper echelon team here in the Fox Valley Association. As you see the Ghosts showing that pressure, Ali Zabel with the basketball. There'll be a lot of white shirts around here. How about left hand? And there's a bucket for Zabel, I think the first of many. And I'm wondering, you think Andy in the timeout just said, Ali, you take it.
Yeah.
Get us on the board. Averaging over 28 a game, nearly 29 points a game. Ali Zabel, 4th in the state in scoring.
We have a travel on Kaukauna, their first turnover.
Numbers 22, Aspen Novi, called for too many steps.
Again, I do not see Joe Russum along the Kaukauna bench. Brzezinski, the assistant, I'm guessing, is now the head man tonight. Or one of the assistants, I should say.
There's the bell working off that screen. Ooh, good look for Allie. Just couldn't get it to fall. And we have our first foul of the game.
Amaya Jones, I remember, Brett, just a sophomore. I believe she had 21 rebounds in that game
against Hortonville.
Yes.
Early or sometime in December we streamed. That was the last time we've seen the Rockets, and the only time so far. Good little, good cut and good pass and feed inside to Savannah Robinson.
She's a freshman, Brett.
Yeah, Ricardo, I don't know if you know this, but Savannah Robinson, the little sister of Carter Robinson, the former Appleton North quarterback.
I did not know that.
Carter now at Augustana. Carter, if you're listening, hope you're doing well. Augustana, was that Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I think. That's chilly over there, too.
A little bit.
Yeah, pretty good. Look at Robinson with a tough finish, and she's got 4. How about that for your freshman? Kind of an acrobatic finish and an 8-point lead for the Ghosts already.
Brett, her quickness pops. You can tell it right away.
That's a good look by Paige Werner. No hesitation. Found the soft spot there in the paint. About a 14-footer. Knocks it down. Mid-range game, Ricardo, right? Mid-range.
Absolutely. Everybody wants to hit those threes or get the finishes around the bucket, but the mid-range game,
it's open.
It's open.
We've seen that boys and girls, and we're seeing more players take that shot now, too. Well, Novi tripped up. Or check that. That was Kinnis tripped up. Looks like we have a foul.
Rocket foul number 1, Ali Zabel.
So Zabel picks up her first. You know, Kaukauna, Ricardo, enters tonight's game with 131 three-pointers made. That ranks as the 5th highest total in the state.
Oh, there's a bunch of teams from Gannett, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Up there, I'm sure Waupون's up there.
Hortonville, Appleton East.
Yep.
Working off the inbounds. That was a good look by Elena Zarnicki. Just couldn't get it to fall. And Zabel with the ball. Swings it, I should say. Over to Paige Werner, looking for Zabel again. She doesn't need much.
No.
Nice offensive rebound by Rachel Dietrich. And there's Jones. Tough finish. She can't get the fall. There's your rebound, right?
Absolutely. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Will Amaya Jones.
Yeah, she was impressive against Hortonville. And Jones knocks it down. Not easy to do against a Hortonville team that does everything right, it seems like.
Well, they look fantastic in that win against Appleton East that we live streamed not too long ago.
(10-5) Kaukauna with the lead as we look at our Coonies Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Thank you for joining us for a Tuesday night varsity game of the week prep basketball live stream. There's Novi. Oh, that looked good. And Carter Robinson. I'm sorry. Savannah Robinson. Trying to fight for that rebound,
right.
but out of bounds.
You're getting me over pronunciations.
I'm just saying the wrong names, period. Whoa, watch out.
Good pressure defense by Kaukauna there,
There,
Brett.
shot
Zabel.
from the elbow. Just a little off right now for Zabel. You know she'll get it going, but a good offensive rebound by number 3, Shelby Roth. And the Rockets get to try again. There's Jones working her way through. Gets it. Strong move, Ricardo.
Yeah. She's given up a little bit in height, too.
Yeah, but strong and good footwork. Jones, her first bucket, but 3 points on the night. Oh, scoop shot by Novi. Can't get it to fall.
Rocket foul number 42.
So 3 team fouls now for the Rockets as Aspen Novi on the line. Her first free throw attempts coming, looking for her first points of the night.
In for the Rockets, number 11, Sophia Cook, and number 12, Rachel Dietrich. In for the Ghosts, number 3, Abby Jensen.
Novi, her second free throw attempt. That's good. Back to a 5-point lead for Kaukauna. 12:57 left here in the first half.
Paige Warner with a miss, good look. Both teams a little cool from distance so far. Wow, quickly down the floor. 3 from the corner.
There'll be a foul on the floor as
Goes foul on number 4, Addison Baumgart. First personal, second
Baumgart
team.
with the foul. Neenah ball is, again, Kaukauna showing pressure. Look at this, Brett. Zabel for 3. Off the rim, no good. As Keenis with the rebound. I'm sorry, Jensen with the rebound.
Almost a good little backdoor move, but close out.
Good defense.
Yep, now Zabel bringing it up. Look at both hands. Look at a little crossover there, and she's fouled hard going to the line. Number 11, Kendra Lamers picks up the foul.
I mean, she's having a standout year, Brett. Her numbers and her overall excellence. I mean, you could say that along with La Chapelle from East as well. Maybe throwing Pepler. They're definitely on the short list for Associated Press Player of the Year, along with KK Arnold of Germantown.
Well, again, as the game gets deeper here, we'll look at Allie Zabel's numbers. She's got 3 points on the night, but it is remarkable, and only a sophomore, Ricardo. She's going to be, if things stand as they are, and she gets to be that senior year, she's going to be a Miss Basketball serious candidate for that. Wouldn't you agree?
That's the coaches. We're talking about Associated Press.
I am. Come on now. Enough with the AP.
Miss Basketball is only for seniors there, my friend.
That's what I'm saying. When she's a senior, and there's Zabel from the top, and can't get it to fall.
Well, my point is that she could be Associated Player of the Year now.
She could be. Boy, the quick outlet pass.
We saw KK Arnold be that last year as a sophomore.
Turnover. Zabel leading the way. Watch out. 3 ghosts on her, but easy layup and in. She's got 5.
Brett, I'm just not going to take any more criticism about the AP from you. Foul on the floor. That looks to be on Paige Warner. Oh, excuse me. That's on Abby Fisher.
Ricardo, you can't take the heat and get out of the kitchen.
Oh, no, I can take the heat. I just like giving it back, baby.
All right, 12-10 lead for Kaukauna as we look at our Coonies Embroidery Sportswear scoreboard. Number 5, Neenah against Kaukauna, that maybe if they can pick up a win tonight would crack those state rankings as well. How about that? 3-point attempt by Kinnis, no good.
I think if you would beat the number 5 team in the state, that would definitely put you there or in consideration. I know they got some consideration.
Goes foul on number 3, Abby Jensen.
Kaukauna, would that be D2?
No, they're D1.
They are D1. D2 when obviously Jordan McKay played. Remember that great season was at 2018 when Oshkosh North won D1, Kaukauna D2. Now they're flipped.
Yes, true.
Oshkosh North now D2. Kinnis,
Oh,
scoop.
I like
wow,
that,
tough
yeah.
shot, but no fear.
I love that, though.
Speaking of Oshkosh North, I know they're supposed to have that Tyrese Halliburton deal coming up, but Halliburton now in COVID protocol.
Yeah,
So
I was supposed to go head down there to write a story, Brett. Not just that day, but on Saturday when they play the Bucks, the Kings, and see a rebound, no good.
Again, look at her padding those stats, right? Abby Jensen still wrestling with the ball. We're going to get a jump ball.
Possession goes to Neenah.
Yeah, hopefully it's a quick stay and he's ready to roll. That's a great deal. Tyrese Halliburton, of course, the great Oshkosh North standout now with the Sacramento Kings in his second year in the NBA. Oshkosh North can retire Halliburton's number 14 on Friday, and then Saturday the Kings are playing the Bucks at the Pfizer Forum. Look at Jones with the rebound and the putback. She's got 5, and we're tied up. Oshkosh North scheduled to play Hortonville as well. Kinnis with the miss on Friday or Saturday afternoon at the Pfizer, I believe. So good stuff going on, boys and girls. Oh, look at a little pass, Robinson. I'm all over the board with some of these girls' names. I apologize. Robinson with 6. Christopher is 0. Robinson is 1.
Well, one thing I will give Kaukauna credit for, Brett, their jerseys for their varsity at least have the numbers filled in with the orange.
We were a little worried because the JV was just an outline in orange and the numbers were white.
And you see, that was a little bit of a trend for a little bit. There's been many teams that wore those. I remember Menasha football had those terrible jerseys like that during their state final. I know all the media were just besides themselves because you couldn't see the numbers.
It shouldn't be allowed.
Those things should be outlawed.
Should be able to see the numbers clearly. Jones, a triple team. Good job to kick it back out. Cook looking for some help. Gets it out to Roth. Trying to play that high-low game.
Oh, that's a good. That's a good idea, Brett. Just the timing was just a little off there going into the paint with Shelby Roth. By the way, Brett Roth, doubles champion with Sophia Pape.
Yes.
Or I should say doubles champ, and then they helped the team Neenah win the team championship, the deciding match. I was at that event.
Yeah, that reminds me. Right now, we've been unveiling sport by sport our fall nominees for the Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Awards show. That's going to take place in May at the Lambeau Field Atrium. And I know that doubles team for the Rockets.
They should be given consideration. Sure, absolutely.
Can't remember if we've released the girls tennis nominees, but I think you can pretty much rest assured that they'll be on there. Taryn Christopher with the foul. 5th team foul for Kaukauna, 4 for the Rockets. But you can go on any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites in the sports section. A whole bunch of nominee stories are out. Football was just yesterday. I want to say boys soccer might have been today. So I think we have 3 more sports, and that'll wrap up the fall season. But looking forward to the show. Ricardo, going to be in person again in May. We hope.
Yeah, that's what we hope. And they're going to call a foul on Neenah. I believe that's going to be on Jones.
That's her second if it is. So Andy Brownell, in his 19th season leading that Rocket program, he takes Jones out with those 2 fouls. He's the dean, right, of the FVA on the girls' side?
I think he is.
Him and Troy Cullen. Troy might be a little bit longer at Kimberly.
Well, I was there to cover Andy Brownell and the Neenah Rockets, their last state trip.
Yeah.
That actually was played, I believe, at the Alliance.
That was 09, the most recent state tournament appearance of 2009.
Oh, look at that.
Another
look
jump ball, yeah. That's Aspen Noby getting her hands around the ball. She's a very active player for Kaukauna.
I like her. I like this Kaukauna team. Brett, they really have taken on the character of Russell.
A little kind of reminds you of how those Appleton North teams played that he led. Joe Russell, of course, leading.
Defensively, they were just so annoying to the opposing team.
We streamed a number of those games, too. They were fun to watch. Kari Brecky, Sydney Levy.
A little zone action here by the Ghosts.
Good active zone, too, where they're swarming and they got the turnover. Nobody has it. She's got to run out if she wants it. Didn't see it. And Zabel getting her hands on it. Bunch of jump balls here in this first half. Yeah, those North teams, what was it? 2017, 2018, when Joe Russum led Appleton North to back-to-back Division I state championships. That capped off a string of 3 straight state tournament appearances as Allie Zabel, easy left-handed layup, ties the game. You know, Zabel gets a lot of attention, and rightfully so, for her offense, but she's very active defense. She's not one of those players. Zarnicki, her first bucket. She's not one of those offensive players that just kind of loafs around on the defensive end. She's playing hard on both ends. Sometimes you see those offensive juggernauts, and they kind of take it easy on the defense. Maybe don't want to pick up some crazy fouls.
I'll be honest, that was my game.
And, Zabel can't get that one to fall. Novi with the 3. Good. The first triple of the game for either side. And Novi has 5.
Nice little run here by Kaukauna.
Christopher,
5-0 run.
Christopher now with her second. Good defense. Just delay. Oh, and then a quick turnover back the other way. But Kaukauna, you know, again, you think the passing lane is open, and they close it out so quickly. They get their hands on the ball, gumming up those passing lanes and creating a lot of turnovers here so far tonight. Zabel from the corner. She's going to let it fly. Can't get it to fall. Again, good look. She'll get it going, but look at this. Quickly down the floor. Kinnis with the layup. And she's got 6. And Andy Brunell wants to talk things over again for the Rockets. Going to take another 30-second timeout. Hey, thanks to our sponsor, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's. They have customized products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Family owned for 20 years, they have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email, Cooney, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. 7-point lead for the Ghosts. Ricardo, you said that was a 7-point run now, right? 7-0
yes,
run.
It is. Brett, we're talking about Kaukauna wrestling, and the Ghosts are, like I said, going for that conference title. They're going against Neenah, by the way, and Neenah's 8-0.
Look at this. Wow, really? Okay,
yes.
And there's Kinnis. Another bucket, Ricardo. Points off of turnovers. Defense really wreaking havoc right now.
Right, and so anyway, Neenah is 8-0 in wrestling, Kaukauna 7-0. Basically, for everything, Brett, this coming Thursday.
You going to be there?
Oh, no, I won't be there. But I was just talking to Mike Sherry. Hopefully we get a photographer there, though.
How about Paige Werner there with a big triple, first 3 of the game for the Rockets, and a much-needed one at that. Ends a 9-0 run. Werner with 5.
Oh, look at that. No foul on that.
There is a foul.
Oh, there is. Okay. I thought I was surprised there wasn't one called right away, but there was.
I think they're going to get Rachel Dietrich. So 16 fouls, both teams with 6 apiece. Free throws coming the rest of the way as we look at our Cooney's Embroidery Sportswear scoreboard. 5:22 remaining in this first half. That's going to be a good dual meet then. Where's that going to be, at here, or is that going to be at Neenah?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
There's a missed 3, Elena Zarnicki, and it's going to stay with Kaukauna. By the way, Zarnicki, Division II offers right now, Bemidji State, Florida Southern, Mankato, St. Cloud State, and Wayne State College. So some college options for Zarnicki, and right on cue, knocking down her first triple of the game. Wow, another turnover, Ricardo. Kinnis layup, and she's got 10 first half points.
I think Brunell's beside himself. He already called the timeout to try to calm down his team.
Look at this, an 11-point lead. Zabel can't get that one to fall, but an offensive rebound and taken away. And there's Robinson with the finish, and she's got 8. And a 13-point lead for the Ghosts, who are putting on a clinic defensively right now. Wow, how many turnovers have they caused? Almost another one.
I have 6 unofficially. It might be more. I might have missed one. But I think what happens, Brett, is that a lot of their turnovers have led to points.
Oh, a ton of them, yeah.
So it
points
seems
off
like
turnovers.
it's actually more than that. But Brunell trying to get his girls calmed down.
How about Kinnis, a net, swatting it away, and then rewarding herself with layups on the other end. She's got 10. Robinson with 8. Hey,
Brett,
go ahead.
16-3 run right now by Ghosts.
And there's another one. Anticipation. Kinnis again, and it's good. Boy, she looks like a defensive back anticipating the pass, intercepts it, and again a layup on the other end. Zabel, no good, and rebound Kaukauna. That was number 11 with the board, Kendra Lamers, and here come the Ghosts.
And if you're Neenah, you just need to buckle up, play defense, calm down on the offensive end, because right now Kaukana's red hot right now, Brett.
And an offensive rebound, no good. And it looks like we have a foul against the Ghosts. That'll be number 7, so free throws coming. This was a 14-14 game. Lamers picks up her second. Shelby Roth going to the line. Rockets down 15. Her first point of the night, hitting that front end. Good on both. Much needed 2 points for Neenah. Now down. Wow. There's Kinnis again, and I can't even say the deficit because she quickly buries a triple. And a full timeout now, Ricardo, for Andy Brunell, who's used 3 timeouts this half.
And you can't fault them right now because the team is playing a little bit sporadic, Brett. Again, this is it was an 18-3 run. Now it's an 18-5 run. No, I'm sorry, 21-5 run.
And 15 first half points for Kinnis. This does remind me of those Appleton North teams because they were so athletic offensively, but defensively really powered those Appleton North teams. We saw it time and time again. They would just clamp down.
They had the great guard play. They had Kari Brecky. I'm trying to oh, boy, what's that one girl's name? Oh, she had a very unusual name. And I know she's going to kill me if she's listening for some reason. They had great guard play. They had Levy there, but they had length. They had quickness. This looks very similar to those teams.
Was a Paige Szabo? Was she part of that team?
Yes.
Yep. Almost another turnover, and there's a jump ball. And it's going to stay with the Rockets. But they are just swarming to the basketball. Gets it down near that low post. There's 2-3 defenders around the basketball and really nowhere to try to get it out of there.
Oh, I know what I'm thinking about, Brett. Callie Pullman, Calypso was her first name.
Yeah, she went to McKendree, right? I think so.
That, yeah. Boy, was she just a heck of a defender. I remember her just taking games over defensively.
That's kind of what we've seen tonight with Kinnis. And there is a turnover. Nope. It is.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Well, again, Kaukauna red hot after a little bit of a rough stretch in the beginning of this year, kind of towards the middle, but a nice backdoor cut, but good defense by the Rockets. Rockets, Ricardo in a zone now. Ooh, tough shot.
Yeah, good defense there by the Rockets, Brett. This is how you kind of climb back in. Good defensive possessions. Hopefully avoid turnovers.
Another one, though.
That's 9 turnovers now for Neenah.
So looking at that Kaukauna schedule, they lost their second game to Martin Luther. I think Martin Luther's ranked 10th in Division III right now, but then they had a 3-game stretch in December, mid-December. They lost to Appleton East 70-64, Hortonville 76-56, and then Kimberly 65-48. Then they beat West De Pere. They went to Tampa Bay, the Tampa Bay Christmas Invitational, as Novi drops on from 3, her second. Or check that, Zarnicki. And
they've doubled up Neenah, Brett.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, then Kaukauna really righted the ship with that West De Pere game and then those 3 games in Chapel, Florida as part of the Tampa Bay Christmas Invitational. 8 straight since that 3-game losing streak. Now, 3 losses to quality opponents. Wow. That's Kinnis. Ricardo.
Brett Kinnis was breaking ankles on that one as well.
This has become a rout. 40-19 is what I have.
Well, Brett, they have 39. It should be 40. Unless they took away a three-pointer. Unless they were saying that Zarnicki's three-pointer wasn't a three-pointer, Brett.
Was that what they're
Wait, I see them talking right now. If they're going to correct that.
Well, keep an eye on that, Ricardo. Yeah, it's 39-17 here in the gym, but I thought they announced a 3. Didn't see the official. Is this Zabel at the line?
Well, they still have it at 39, so I'm going to assume that wasn't a 3, Brett, for Zarnicki.
Okay. So I'll,
or for Kinnis. They were back-to-back 3s. One of them wasn't a 3.
Zabel knocks both down. She's got 9. I mean, almost the 3-point play, but a strong move by Kendra Lamer. She'll go to the line.
Rocket foul number 11, Sophia Cook, first personal. 17 foul on the line for the Ghosts, Kendra Lamer.
So Lamers, number 11, looking for her first points of the night. Knocks that one down.
They're saying that's staying with, nope, now they're saying it's going to the Rockets.
So, yeah, again, losing the East, Appleton East, Hortonville, and Kimberly 3 straight.
The clock was running, Brett, before they inbounded the pass. Sorry, Brett.
No, that's the first meeting between the two teams, though, this season. Hard to believe you're kind of getting towards the end of January.
And the clock is still running.
What is going on here?
Goes out on number 11, Kendra Lamers, third personal.
The clock is still running. And
they're going to have to adjust the time. Lamers, Ricardo, picks up her third for the Ghosts. I have Kaukauna with 9 team fouls, Neenah with 7. As the official is going to talk things over, kind of put some more time on the clock. Looks like, 1:33.
For the Rockets, Autumn
Shabo, number 32, at the line for Neenah. 40-21. How about this lead? Hey, we got a text from our guy John Yoke. The boys' side of this, Neenah really taking it to Kaukauna down at Ryan Einerson Fieldhouse. 35-13. That was with 3 minutes left in the half. Boy, Neenah's playing some good basketball on the boys' side, aren't they? Saw the Rockets take down Appleton East on a barn burner on Friday night on the boys' side, 2 versus 3 in the state.
Neenah is now the number 1 team in Division I.
I think they have to be, don't they?
In the AP poll, all 9 votes.
Yeah, De Pere losing to Schwaben on Friday. De Pere was ranked number 1. Pretty good swarming defense by Neenah. Good skip pass as Novi looking for that baseline. Ooh, tough shot, blocked. That was number 40.
Yeah, good defense. We don't have a 40.
No,
on
I was
there.
just looking at the roster. I don't see who that is.
There's no JV number corresponding to that either. And look at this defense by
another
Kaukauna.
jump.
And that's going to be a turnover.
All over the ball. And you look at Burnell, he is beside himself.
11 turnovers I have unofficially for Neenah this half, Brett.
Seems like it should be double that. Final 40 seconds here. Dominant half by the Ghosts. Good finish by Novi. And Novi has 7. Not what I expected here tonight.
I was just going to say, I'm pretty shocked at that.
Yeah.
Not that Kaukauna is being competitive, that it's getting to be, this is doubling up, essentially, the Rockets, the 5th-ranked Rockets, Brett.
Yeah, coming off that big victory over Appleton East. That's a triple, kind of rattles in for Sophie Cook. Sophie Cook with her first points of the night. And a big 3. 3 for the Ghosts, no good. Scrum, Novi with the shot.
Yep, that should
That
count.
counts. Or Zarnicki, I'm sorry, Zarnicki. She's number 24 with the bucket. And that counts, the officials say. What a half for Kaukauna. Boy, halftime here. Ghosts leading the Rockets 44-24 in our varsity game of the week prep basketball live stream. We'll talk more about tonight's game, get some leading scores, all that good stuff, and what we have coming up digitally at USA Today Network Wisconsin after these short messages.
Live from a secret location somewhere in northeast Wisconsin, it's Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. We'll look back on how the Packers fared with our co-host Marquez Valdez-Scantling. We'll talk football. We'll take a peek at what's next on the schedule, and we'll have our usual fun too. We're ready. MVS is ready. Are you ready? It's time to get started. Let's open the doors and welcome to
team for 7th grade, led by head coach Terry Joe Hummel.
media station will remain on the air day and night to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of fabulous basketball being committed by a virtual team of unidentified players. This is taking place in villages, cities, and suburbs. It seems to be a sudden general explosion of great basketball. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Others describe them as floor generals, ankle breakers, dime droppers, rainmakers, and putting on clinics. Keep listening to this station for further developments.
Welcome back to Kaukauna High School. Hey, you just got a glimpse of the Fab Five on the girls' side. I'm sure Ricardo will talk about that here in a bit, but we take a quick look at our Coonies Embroidery Sportswear scoreboard. That is not a mistake. It is Kaukauna 44, Neenah 24 here at the half. Again, thanks to our sponsor, Coonies Embroidery and Sportswear. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today, 920-731-0922, or send them an email at Coonies, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. Also, USA Today Sports Plus, that's the new sports app that puts the fans first. Get the latest scores, stats, and standings, and enjoy interactive experiences with our award-winning sports writers. Download USA Today Sports Plus from the Apple or Google Play stores today. USA Today Sports Plus, fan harder. Ricardo, your thoughts on this first half? 44-24, Ghosts taken down right now the 5th-ranked Neenah Rockets.
Well, I'm just as shocked as you are, Brett, at the circumstances that have led to this. First off, give Kaukauna credit. That's all earned. This is by no means some sort of, I don't know, this wasn't by happenstance. This was hard work put on by the Kaukauna defense to really make things tough for Neenah. They never were comfortable the entire half, and we counted out how many turnovers. I had them unofficially for 11. It might have been more than that, Brett. Either way, a lot of those were converted into points by Kaukauna, and I think did Coach Brownell call three or four timeouts?
Yeah.
That's really unheard of in the first half, Brett. And I know he was concerned about the way not just his defense was played, but offensively. They're missing a lot of bunnies. They look disjointed. Nothing is running smoothly. They haven't had really any runs. At one point, Brett, like you said, it was 14-14. So you're looking at, what, a 30-10 run the rest of the half. I mean, again, this is a Kaukauna team playing without their head coach, Joe Russum. And Przinski is a great coach. He's been around the area for a while. He's been on Coach Russum's staff for a while, even back over at Appleton North, Brett. But still, a surprise showing, but an impressive showing by the Kaukauna Ghosts. Absolutely.
We'll talk about first half scores here in a little bit, but we saw there at the break the Fab Five. We saw photos and kind of what's coming up with that. So maybe you want to, I guess the cat's out of the bag. We saw who the Fab Five were on the girls' side, but maybe you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, but and kudos to Rosie, because hopefully we'll be getting those released this week. We will get them released this week, and then the boys will be coming right after that. But that's our digital showcase of the top 5 senior ball players, high school basketball players in the area. And I can rattle off some of the names here. Hopefully I remember the 5th girl. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I know who it is. Okay, so here we go. We have Emily LaChapelle of Appleton East. All these girls, by the way, Brett, going on to play in college. Some of them Division I, High Division I. So Emily LaChapelle, Appleton East. Then we have Jordan Mulemans of De Pere in there as well. Cammie Pepler, Hortonville, number 1 ranked, Hortonville. Abby Alsma, Waupun, number 1 ranked in Division III, Brett. And then Leah Lemke of Wrightstown, yet another not highly ranked, but a very good Division III team. But you look at LaChapelle, Appleton East is ranked in the top 10. Mulemans De Pere also ranked in the top 10. Those 5 girls, Brad, you could put them against anybody in the state, and I think they'd come out with the victory.
That's a nice starting 5, isn't it?
It is, and I think we've seen 2 of them at length. Who knows, we may see Leah Lemke in Wrightstown girls at some point during the season, perhaps, maybe against Freedom. But we know Jordan Mulemans, De Pere, maybe we'll get to see one of their games. We tried to go, I think, up to see De Pere, didn't we?
Last year, and we got snowed out. But
okay.
we actually, Rosie and I went to Hortonville and streamed a playoff game last year. You were doing wrestling coverage
I was
at
wrestling
that point.
boy.
And we got Freedom in Wrightstown earlier this season, too, on the girls' side at Wrightstown High School. You weren't there for that as well. So we were able to showcase Leah Lemke and the Tigers against now the second-ranked team in Division III, Freedom. Only Waupun is ranked higher than the Freedom Irish.
Yeah, and I saw them in person, Brett. They actually really handled Wrightstown. I can tell you how impressed I was. I think I explained to you, and I was talking to their coach, and I did a feature story for the Fond du Lac paper on Waupun. And those, you think you're seeing some great three-point shooting here? Those girls are trigger quick. There was no wasted motion, Brett. The minute they got that pass, the ball was out. It was incredible to watch. It's not something you really see, that kind of quick shooting at the girls level, but it was fun to watch. And they're number one in my opinion. I don't know what a mythical Waupun Freedom matchup would be like, but that'd be a heck of a game, Brett. Maybe we would stream it.
Maybe we would. Speaking of Freedom, now we're gonna spotlight the Irish tomorrow night on Varsity Roundtable, right?
We are. I gave Coach Vanderloop. We were gonna do FPL. They want to know if they could kind of push that back a couple weeks. I said sure, so I called up Mike Vanderloop. He said no problem. I was planning on having them on either next week or the week following, Brett. And so we have a couple of their players. Megan Alexander, great post player for them, by the way. And then Mackenzie Hennis, another good player for them. So they're going to be on board tomorrow, 7:30 or 7 o'clock, right? Boy, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, we're kind of all over the place with name pronunciations, and I'm getting Zarnicki and Novi mixed up and their uniform numbers.
Well, yeah, but we're planning on having them on 7 o'clock up at the Post Crescent, and that 30-minute show, the only online high school sports talk show in the state, Brett. Happy to have the undefeated Freedom girls.
Absolutely, looking forward to that. Of course, Monday night it's Clubhouse Live, our weekly Green Bay Packers show. That'll be back next Monday night at 6:30. Yesterday we had former Packers tight end, our original co-host, and a Super Bowl champion, Tom Crabtree. He got us through the playoff bye. Had a great time with Tom. You can catch the replay of that on clubhouselive.com, but you can watch it live on that website, any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites or Facebook pages. That includes Facebook.com/Packers News and Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live, our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Marquez Valdez-Scantling will be back with us on Monday night.
Marquez.
He'll either be helping us preview the NFC Championship, or we'll be saying farewell to MVS now that it's playoff time. Packers have a big divisional playoff showdown Saturday night at Lambeau Field against the San Francisco 49ers. That's going to be a tough matchup.
Brett, I picked them to win.
Should be a great game at Lambeau. It's going to be very, very cold on Saturday night. Wind chills are going to be around 0 degrees. So we'll see how it goes. But looking forward to seeing MVS, and maybe we'll be getting ready for the NFC Championship game. But definitely give that page a like and check out that as well. Our next Game of the Week live stream, not till next week, Thursday. That's going to be at Kimberly High School. Notre Dame and Kimberly, the girls.
Yes.
That's going to be a fun matchup. Notre Dame, the defending D2 state champs, ranked number 2 in D2, I believe, right now. They're coming to Kimberly, and the Papermakers, not ranked right now, but still very good. One of the upper echelon teams in the FBA. So great mid-season or late-season non-conference game over at Jack Whippet Court.
Yeah, Kimberly made it to the sectional final last year, Brett.
Yeah.
So
lost to Germantown.
Right, exactly. So that'll be a great game to watch. Always fun to have it be, kind of cross coverage with the Green Bay area.
Yeah, looking forward to that as well. So second half about to start. I'm going to run down the first half scoring for Kaukauna. Christopher with 2, Robinson with 8, Kinnis a game high 17, Lamers with 1, Novi with 7, and I have Zarnicki with 9. For the Rockets, Zabel with 9, Roth with 2, Sophie Cook with 3, Werner with 5, and Jones with 5. Rockets will open the second half with the basketball, and I'm sure if you're Andy Brownell, 2 things, right? Number 1, we have to take care of the basketball, and number 2, we're not going to make up 20 points within these first few possessions, so just keep whittling away, and when you have an all-time great scorer in Ali Zabel, it can erase pretty fast.
Each possession is going to have to be valued, though, Brett.
Hey, folks, we've got a great deal right now and a digital subscription to the Post Crescent, actually streaming also to the Northwestern websites as well. All of our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites for the next 6 months. You can get all the benefits included with a digital subscription, Ricardo, for $1. 6 months, $1. Go to postcrescent.com/subscribe. There's a turnover. Any of our sites /subscribe and get in on that deal. 6 months, $1. And how about that finish? Boy, Kinnis, Ricardo, all over the place. She's got 19 now, And I don't know how many times she's gotten the steal and then laid it up on the other end on a run out and completing it, doing it all by herself. Jones with the mid-range shot, no good, and the Ghosts have it. Christopher with the rebound. Christopher has it again. Now over to Robinson at the top, and they're going to kind of swing it. Oh, nice cut by Robinson with the reverse, no good.
But Brett, that's such a well-run play, though.
It is.
And if you're Neenah, you gotta cut those off.
Good pass by Novi to a cutting Robinson, but an acrobatic finish. There's a three, and no good. Jones with the rebound, and she's going to go up and in. Jones now with 7 for the Rockets, who trail by 20. That was a good three-point attempt by Zarnicki, but that's no good. And there goes Zabel just splitting the defense. Oh, wow, a little some contact. The Neenah fans in front of us think there should be a foul, but no call. Knocked away, and let's see. Novi. Now Jones fighting, and we're going to get it.
Herself on the ground for that. And what we're going to have here?
A travel.
On Kaukauna? Interesting.
Seemed like a late whistle.
And for the Rockets, number 12, Rachel Dietrich.
Allie Zabel, Ricardo. Division I offers right now from Green Bay, Illinois State, Marquette, Milwaukee, Minnesota, Montana State, Oklahoma, St. Thomas, Texas Tech, Toledo, Wisconsin, and Xavier. And that's only going to increase as she gets older. She has the basketball right now. Ooh, some contact. Letting it go are the officials, and finally a call.
Goes foul on number 1, Savannah Robinson. First personal, first team. On the line for the Rockets, Shelby Roth.
Missed free throw, Brett, and they're missing some of those too. It's just really been an off night for the Rockets thus far.
Such is life in the FEA, isn't it?
It
I
is.
mean, especially the top half of this league, and really both boys and girls. Anybody can beat anybody.
You can't take not that they're taking a night off, you can't have an off night.
No. Well, we'll talk about what we were mentioning before the game. Now, Kaukauna, you were looking at the sectionals. You're saying they go west?
Yes, from what I saw in their sectional, they will head. Well, they're not in the same sectional as East, Neenah, Hortonville. They're not in that grouping.
And keep in mind, Hortonville now D1 as Zabel fires, and no good on that. So we've seen this many times. Now you're going to go west and maybe play a Wisconsin Valley Conference, maybe teams from the big rivers, right? And there's really no comparison when you're coming from this conference. So you could finish third, fourth, maybe even fifth and make some noise in the tournament if you're going out that way.
Kaukauna came in with a little, some young players, Brett, at key positions. This was a team that wasn't going to look the same as they did in November. In March, they were going to be a much more well-tuned team. As you see, the officials conferred with each other, Brett, and now the ball goes to Kaukauna.
And for the Rockets, number 34.
Finishing that note on Allie Zabel, all her college offers, also listed right now number 13th by ESPN nationally in its class of 2024 rankings, a 4-star recruit. It'll be fun to watch her develop. There's in this FEA, Ricardo, there's some good young players coming up too, and she's one of them. Callie Pepler of Hortonville and Rainey Wilson, and look at that. Aspen Novi with her second triple. She's got 10, and it's all Kaukauna here in this one. We expected a barn burner. Instead, the Ghosts up now by 22. And almost knocked away again. You see those, just nowhere to throw the ball, nowhere to pass it.
Oh, Brett, you were wondering if, maybe Neenah, because they had the big win over East, right?
That was Friday night.
Yeah.
Zabel, good take. And she's got 11.
Obviously, that's an emotional win because they lost to East earlier in the year.
I think, though, that would be discrediting what Kaukauna is doing.
Right.
This is a good basketball team. This is a very good team, and you're like we're saying, you're going to go out that way. Is Zabel going to go up? Tough finish. Nope. and I think there's a foul on the Ghost, but they're going to be a problem, whoever they play in the postseason with this defense.
Yeah, especially if they're going out where I think they're going out in terms of the sectional field.
Yeah, teams out there are not going to be used to this type of defense. This is just, again, a clinic what they're doing out there. All quiet for number 34, Sage Kirklewski, getting her first point of the night. And gets that one to rattle in. So down to an 18-point lead for the Ghosts. And a turnover.
Yeah, good defense by the Rockets, Brett. Able to get in the way of that lane, and then
just
they
lost
turn it right over.
Robinson going to kick out. There's Zarnicki. Oh, that looked good. But there's Kinnis. Blocked. Nope, fouled. So Zabel picks up her second. That'll put Alexa Kinnis, who's got 19 points, 17 coming in that first half. She's just been all over the place, active, very impressed with her game. That's her first free throw attempt of the night, and it's good.
Number 11, Sophia Cook, and number 42, Amaya Jones. And for the Ghosts, number 4, Addison Bumgard.
Looking at the state coaches poll, and I know that's a sore spot for Ricardo, but a number of teams ranked in the top 10 in our G10 markets, Ricardo. Looking at just Division I alone, Hortonville at 1, Neenah at 5, East at 6, and De Pere at 10. 4 teams from Northeast Wisconsin in the top 10. And a turnover. Neenah fans irate in front of us. They're angry. I think they're frustrated.
Well, Brett, you know, I was telling you about the Kaukauna sectional field. I can maybe give you a better understanding of what other teams are in that as I read them off to you. As there's a foul on Neenah. And so it's the Sun Prairie sectional, Brett.
Okay.
The Fond du Lac sectional. Here are the teams in the entire sectional, okay?
Okay.
I'll rattle off these teams to you. Bayport, De Pere, Divine Savior, good team. Fond du Lac, Germantown, defending state champs. Green Bay East, Preble, Hartford Union, Homestead, Kaukauna, Manitowoc, Menominee Falls, King. I'm talking Milwaukee King. As we see a steal here.
All right, so they're going south, not west, as Allie Zabel's fouled going to the line. But that's good. That's a little bit trickier sectional. There's no doubt.
Well, I still think they can match up against any of those teams. Germantown is not the same Germantown as last year. I mean, Kimberly, was it Kimberly that beat them pretty bad earlier in the year?
Yeah, well, KK Arnold, but they lost a lot of talent from last year's state championship team. KK was the star, but there was a good supporting cast around her.
I like Kaukauna's chances either way.
Well, I do too. With this defense, jeez, all over the place. Zabel at the line. She hit her first. She's good on the second. 5 of 6 from the stripe is Allie Zabel. And 13 points so far. And look at that. Boy.
They worked so hard to climb a little back into the game, Brett, and then you see the three-pointers by the Ghosts.
Yeah, Addison Baumgart nails her first triple, first points of the night. Blocked, and yeah, Zabel wanted the foul, and she gets it. And the Kaukauna side not happy now. So Zarnicki picks up her second, and Zabel, where she's 5 of 6 from the line, looking to add to that. 54-33 is the lead for the Ghosts. Zabel good. Allie Zabel has scored at least 21 points in all but one game this season. She has 11 20-plus point games, 5 30-plus point games, and 1 40-plus point game. And we streamed that one. That was against Hortonville earlier in the season. As I said, a season-high 41 points in an 82-76 loss to Hortonville on December 17th. Oh, good look inside. And Robinson, her first second-half point, she has 10. Boy, just finding a wide-open stuff underneath that rim. Great high-low, just finding the wide-open teammate on the block, Ricardo. And almost
again.
in there. Wow, that's a
Quick
save by
hands.
Robinson.
I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's not just one player. They're all over the place. Good ball movement. I thought maybe Kinnis was going to let it fly. How about Robinson, the freshman? She's going to take it from the wing. Good. Wow.
Brett, and that's all in rhythm.
It is. Spacing the floor. You're right. Reversing the ball, not taking what could be a good shot. It looked like Kinnis thought about it, but swung it a couple more times and found Robinson, who didn't hesitate. The freshman now with 13 points. Three for the Rockets. That goes through. That's Abby Fisher. Her first bucket of the night. Turnover. And scoop shot.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Wow,
Yeah.
good finish. Paige Werner. She's got 7. There's Kinnis going for it. And a long offensive rebound. She gets her own rebound. Now Robinson has it. And the Ghosts will reset, maybe kind of run some high-low stuff again. Zarnicki now. Out in the corner. Is that Kinnis? Good. Ricardo, that's just good team basketball right there.
Sometimes it's just not your night.
No, and sometimes
For
it
Neenah,
is your
sometimes
night.
it is really your night.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing with the Ghosts.
Boy, just great team ball. 24 points for Kinnis. She's got 2 triples. Sharing the ball. I mean, you're right. They're all in rhythm, all in great chemistry. A tremendous game. 62-40, the Ghosts. A commanding lead with 10:45 left to play. You know, I mentioned Zabel's 41-point game back on December 17th. That's tied for the 6th highest single-game total in the state this season. Her last 6 games, Ricardo, 41 points, 15 points, 30 points, 36 points, 29 points, and 37 points. That's a 31.3 points per game average over that stretch. She comes into tonight with 781 career points. Shooting 58% for her career, 43% from three-point range, where she's knocked down 76 career threes, and 86% from the line, almost a career 50, 40, 90 player in just her sophomore season. Also one of a number of Fox Valley Association players on the WisSports.net three-point challenge leaderboard. The basketball in this region is just fantastic this year, boys and girls. I keep saying it every stream, but these playoff games that we're going to end up streaming down, they're going to be some intense battles and some great games and some great matchups with great players. That's going to be fun. You won't be there, though.
Wrestling boy. And I'm starting my wrestling boy activities early, Brett. I cover the girls'
Yeah, that's
wrestling tournament next, not this Saturday, but the following.
seems so early to have the girls' state tournament already. And there's a triple for Paige Werner. She's got 5 this half, 10 on the night. Yeah, girls wrestling, it was the first year that the WIA has sponsored that. Is Zabel with the steal. Just takes a look at that. Oh, can't get it to finish. Think about Allie Zabel, too, as a shooter, Ricardo, but she can take it to the rim and either finish or gets herself to the free throw line.
No doubt, very, very athletic.
7 of 8 already from the line, make it 8 of 9. Tell she's practiced free throws. Good free throw shooting, Rosie. You know I love it. Yeah. Rosie maybe hit the rim once on one of these. This is nothing but net. There it is again. 17 points for Zabel. Ooh, almost a steal. Oh, and it is. Turnover. And the Rockets now on the run. Boy, look at that double team, though, and Solon right back. That double team, Ricardo, just doubling the ball. But look at this. Now it's getting helter-skelter back and forth. Zabel, you know she's going to take it. She's hit and can't get it to fall. And now maybe a little bit of a run for Neenah, creating some offense from its defense.
Girls foul number 3, Abby Jensen. Third personal,
16 fouls now for Kaukauna, just 2 for the Rockets. And Allie Zabel
Hey, she hit the rim that time.
making a living tonight from the free throw line.
22, Abby Fisher.
I have her for 18 points. Scoreboard's off by a few, it looks like, for Zabel. 19 now for the sophomore.
But Neenah has slowly closed it a little bit, Brett.
Yeah,
15 points.
with a half to go. So there's a lot of time here. And Neenah will be shooting free throws the rest of the way as well. Good cut by Kinnis and the finish. Kaukauna does such a good job of sharing the ball, don't they?
Yeah. Incredible to watch. Kinnis about to hit her 25th point if she can convert one of these free throws, Brett. That's phenomenal. And Kinnis is just a sophomore. Of course, you abruptly miss her first free throw, Brett. That's me.
Yeah,
That's on me.
I have her for 26 points tonight.
Well, they have her for 25. Or no, they have her for 26. You're right, Brett. Good
Yeah,
call.
but they have Zabel for 17, and I have her for 19. Unofficially, right? My book is always unofficial, but it's usually pretty good. There's a steal. No, good job. Zabel keeps it. And buries it. Good job by Werner. Boy, she's got 3 triples.
And for the Rockets, number 3, Shelly Rock. And for the Ghosts,
And a 14-point game.
Robinson.
I think Neenah's done a good job of just chipping away at this enough. I mean, eight and a half minutes left. It's going to take, really, really fantastic offensive possessions and then really stingy defensive possessions, Brett, to get this one back
and Ricardo,
within 5 points or so.
Again, keep in mind, 16 fouls for the Ghosts, so that Neenah can get to the line with the clock stopped, too, and whittle away at that deficit, too. Look at Zabel with the finish. And one coming up, and now it's a 12-point game with a chance to get down to 11 here. Novi picks up her third. 8 of 8 from the line this half, make it 9 of 9. And 12 of 13 from the line is Zabel. And look at this, it's down to an 11-point game.
Well, you knew Neenah wasn't going to go away. You knew they were going to have this run. That's what basketball's about. Now let's see how Kaukauna counters this, Brett.
Good spacing, good movement. Novi kicks it out. Zarnicki thought about it. And out to Kinnis with a good look. A rare miss from Kinnis.
Brett, Neenah right now is on a 10-2 run.
Zabel, she's thinking about it, isn't she? Instead kicks out. That's going to be misfired. Yep. And here come the Ghosts. They're on the run. Kinnis, boy, flying down the floor. Can't get it to fall. And Robinson saves it, and it will stay with the Ghosts. Woo. 64-53, Kaukauna with the lead as we look at our Coonies Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. How big was that lead this half for?
62-40 at one point, BC.
So a 22-point edge.
Mm-hmm.
From the corner, big shot. That's number 4, Addison Baumgart. Her second 3 of this half was a big one. And back up to a 14-point game. Zabel quickly from the wing. Good, and she is heating up, Ricardo. Didn't hesitate.
Did Baumgart?
Novi with one. Back and forth. 70-56. Got 2 players trying to defend their Zabel, and they're going to get steps, on that zone defense.
Ghost ball. And for the Rockets, number 11, Sophia Cook, and number 21, Paige Warner.
I have Zabel for 25, 16 this half. Kinnis with 26. And there's a turnover. Trying to find Zarnicki, but a little bit of a wayward pass there. I think all but one of our Varsity Game of the Week streams this season has not featured at least one team ranked in the top 10. Is Zabel going to let it fly? Ooh, that looked pretty good off her hand. That was last week's Kimberly Appleton North boys game, believe it or not. And Kimberly opened the season ranked in the top 10. Look at that! Christopher with a triple. Boy,
How many threes is that for Kaukauna?
yeah, I'll add it up here in a second. But again, one of the state's top three-point shooting teams showing off. And Zabel will go to the line. 8th team foul coming up. I have 10.
Okay.
Second personal, 8, team foul.
7 this half.
Rockets, Ali Zabel.
Wow. Perfect this half from the line is Ali Zabel. I have Ali 11 of 11 from the stripe this half, 14 of 15 for the game. There you go, 14 points just from the line. Those are free points, right? Practice your free throws. Novi. Ooh.
Again, another good shot, though.
Zabel, good find to, blocked! But Jones stays with it. What are we going to say? Jump?
Jump ball position going.
Didn't see who got her hand on it. That was a good feed to Jones, but a Kaukauna defender getting her hand all over that ball.
That's kind of been a microcosm of the game there, Brett. And nothing Neenah can do has been easy so far because of that Ghost defense.
Good double on Zarnicki, but Kinnis now with it. Now over to Robinson. They're just kind of swinging it around, taking their time. Working for a good shot, and that's going to be a foul. That'll be the 4th team foul for the Rockets with 4:49 to play. And I believe that's going to be on Zabel, her 3rd. Again, folks, 6 month, $1. That's the digital subscription rate on any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Please, right now, postcrescent.com/subscribe. Good cut. Kinnis with, what are they going to say? Foul on the Rockets, I think, before the shot.
On the floor, right.
21, Paige Warner, second personal, 5th.
So the official waving off the basket saying that foul came before Kinnis's bucket and shot attempt. But again, we appreciate your support of local journalism. 6 months, $1. There's a steal over to Zabel. Nope, Robinson too quick.
I have Neenah for unofficially 21 turnovers,
Oh
Brett.
boy, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Kinnis, big night, 26 points. Oh, I think we're going to get Cook with the foul. That'll be her 2nd, but team's 6th. Kaukauna with 18 fouls here. Novi from the wing, a little too strong on that, and Cook with the rebound. Zabel working off that screen. A little long on that as well. Loose ball goes to the Ghost. Trapped in the corner, gets it out. Here comes Robinson. Novi swings it over to Kinnis, working that baseline. They're going to say a double dribble, yeah. Hey, folks, the Fox Cities Officials Basketball Group will be holding a free basketball clinic on January 29th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Wisconsin Blaze facility on College Avenue and McCarthy Road in Grand Chute. The clinic will be geared to new officials, and anyone interested in becoming an official will be there also, folks, to help with mechanics and rules. No pre-registration is required. If you're interested or want more information, contact Jim Statmiller at JSTADTMUELLER@badgerplug.com. Trying to get Ricardo to be a ref.
Not with my poor sight. Are you kidding me?
Speaking of, you'll be proud of me, Ricardo. I have made my first ever eye doctor appointment.
Good, and I hope it's nothing too major.
No, it's just the eyes are getting blurrier.
We don't need you with glaucoma.
No, nothing like that. It's just I have a hard time reading things now. My wife's been getting on my case, lovingly so, for a while, that it's time to maybe get some glasses.
Join the club, my friend. Now, will you be able to wear contacts, though?
No.
Brett?
Heavens, no.
Rocket foul, number 11,
Sophie Cook.
team foul.
Sophia Cook picks up her 7th, and that's or her 3rd. Check that, 7th team foul. So yeah, 1-1 coming up for the Ghosts. Kinnis looking to add to her big night. No, I can't have anybody touch my eyeball, including myself. You wear contacts sometimes?
Once in a while I'll do it, but I have like prescription, like Ray-Bans, so I really don't need to. You know, it's in terms of to wear like sunglasses or something. Besides, I think they make me look intelligent.
My youngest, he wears contacts too. I just don't know how.
You get used to it,
my friend. You can touch your eye. I just can't do that. I don't even like eye drops.
Oh, man.
Can't stand that.
Do you eat your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crust cut off too, Brett?
Kind of. Zabel with a tough move along the baseline. And the Rockets burning a full timeout here. One more remaining for Neenah, down 14 points.
I tell you what, again, the Ghosts have had an answer for everything that they've done. Ghosts have not. They did have a 10-2 run there, Brett. But again, you know, Kaukauna countered that with a nice little offensive, flurry of their own. So just impressive performance all around by Kaukauna. Again, Przinski right now is the coach because we don't, we're not sure what Russell may be ill or whatever. We don't want to speculate, but just a fantastic performance by the Ghosts.
We're back at it next week, Thursday. That's January 27th for a good non-conference girls basketball matchup as Kimberly hosts Notre Dame. The Tritons ranked 2nd in Division II and the defending D2 state champs. Live coverage from Jack Whippet Court at Kimberly High School will tip off at approximately 7 p.m. And remember, you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin website. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. We got live streams from the last number of years you can watch.
Again, Brett, this is a very young Kaukauna team.
This will, if they can hold off here these last 239, the signature win of the season, wouldn't you say? For
I think you'd have to rank that right up there.
I mean, what does that do for your confidence moving forward? There's a steal, layup, and fouled. Cook going to the line.
Ghost foul, number 1, Savannah Robinson, 3rd personal, 9th team foul. On the line for the Rockets, Sophia Cook.
Cook has 3 points on the night, a three-pointer in the first half. Gets that second fall, make it 4 points on the night. A 13-point lead for Kaukauna. Now you take care of the basketball and hit some free throws. Ooh, that was a pretty good trap at the corner there.
But look how quickly Kaukauna was able to break that bread.
You
That's just, and again, these are underclassmen.
Good little, I thought the Zarnicki.
Nice play by
I
Brock.
think she kind of got a little indecisive there. Is Zabel fighting high off the glass, no good, letting some contact go. And the Ghost, wrestling with it. What do we have? A hold. Zabel is going to get called for her fourth.
I'll tell you what. Savannah Robinson looks like she weighs about 80 pounds, but she's tough. She is tough. And so is Keenis. They both are not, they're not going to be hurting the scale any, if you know what I mean, because they are, they're younger players and they haven't, kind of got the muscle on yet and stuff like that. But, man, are they tough.
Yeah, they are. But I was going to say, besides the defense, I think what I'm most impressed with Kaukauna is how fast they are. A lot of players that just get around and motor around that court pretty fast, defensively and offensively. Get those turnovers, and they're on the run. Robinson at the line, having a big night for the freshman. Her first free throw attempt is good. She's got 14 points, Ricardo. How about that? Now you can add Savannah Robinson is another one of those young players that the league has that we're seeing in different teams that are going to be good to watch for these next number of years.
They've kind of overshadowed Zabel tonight, Brett. Both her and Keena says we have a foul.
Goes foul number 22 as Novi.
So Novi picks up her fourth. That's the 10th team foul. So 2 free throws coming no matter what here the rest of the way. Cook along on her first.
Rockets, Sophia Cook.
Looking at Kaukauna, they've got Oshkosh West, but then they have a tricky little stretch again. They have Hortonville, Kimberly, and Appleton East back to back to back as Zabel knocks that one down. Wow. There's Kinnis again.
29 points for her.
Wow.
Free by Allie Zabel.
Boy, Allie Zabel having herself another big night here, a big second half.
Nice.
Oh. And there's Christopher with a bucket. She's got 7. Ricardo, I can't keep up with the scoreboard right now.
No, you can't. You're constantly updating.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I just chatted briefly with Andy Brownell when I came in tonight. I congratulated him on the big win against Appleton East, and I think I jokingly said, because they won that game 92-74, I said, you going to put a 100 spot up for us tonight? And then he kind of laughed. He said, actually, what we've been working on, or what I wanted to work on, was our defense.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's going to still be the case in practice, because look at what Kaukauna's done, Ricardo. They got 81 on the board now. But keep in mind, is Zarnicki good? She's got 11, hits both of those. We don't have a stat crew up here, but how many points off of turnovers have Kaukauna scored tonight? As Zabel, left hand, good. Jeez. Quite a few. Defense creating quite a few offensive opportunities and runouts at the other end. 10th team foul against Neenah.
Rachel Dietrich, third personal, 10th team foul. On the line for the Ghosts, Taryn Christopher.
I have Allie Zabel with 36 points, 27 this half. How about that?
It's a pretty good night.
Christopher with 7 this half, 9 on the night. 84-68. Final seconds ticking off here And a turnover here with the last 26.6 seconds to go. You're going to be going down and talking to Kaukauna after this game?
I will.
Ricardo?
I'll try to talk to a player or two, and maybe Przinski, but I might actually. Yeah, I guess I will talk to Przinski. I was going to maybe save it to maybe give Russell a call, but we'll go with Przinski. He oversaw tonight's fantastic performance by the Ghosts.
Now, does he get the career coaching win, or is that on Russum's?
It has to be Przinski, not Russum.
No, I remember that with the Golden State Warriors when Luke Walton filled in for Steve Kerr and they had all those victories, but it actually went on Steve Kerr's record. That's just how it was.
That's the NBA,
because he's the head coach.
Oh, come on.
And that's the final buzzer, and as you can see, the final score, 84-68. Kaukauna with the victories. We look at our Coonies Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Ricardo, I'll let you give your analysis and synopsis of this
real
one.
quick,
What a game for the Ghosts.
And look at the scoring. Like, this is an FVA game.
Yeah.
Nothing can be taken for granted. You cannot come into a game and not give your 110%, because this is what's going to happen. I'm not saying Neenah didn't give 110%, but this was one of those games where this was Kaukauna's night.
Well,
and sometimes you can throw records right out the building, Brett. I mean, we saw earlier this year, I think Oshkosh West girls, they beat Kimberly earlier this year.
Right.
So, and Oshkosh West is a team that's been struggling for a long time. So I think now you're seeing the greatness of the FVA, Brett. Anybody can beat anybody. Brett, don't worry about these two teams. Neenah's going to be there at the end in the postseason. One sectional. Kaukauna's going to be there at the end, in my opinion, in the other sectional. I think we're seeing two teams that are going to make lengthy postseason runs.
Boy, I'm glad we ended up doing this game, because that was a treat too. We've seen Neenah, now we've seen Neenah twice, but I'm glad we were able to profile this Kaukauna team, because that's a legit team. That's their 9th straight win now, 13-4 on the season. They're going to be tough. They are very, very dangerous moving forward. And then you got that 3-game stretch coming up. They have at Oshkosh West on Friday night, but then you have Hortonville, Kimberly, and East. 3 games in a row. That will really be the telltale of how far this team has come from the beginning of the season. Not be surprised if they can squeak out a victory, maybe 2, maybe the sweep. We'll see. Hortonville very tough, of course, the top-ranked team in D1. But this Kaukauna team and the way they can defend and create offense from that defense, and how fast they are, and how well they can shoot. Impressive, without a doubt. Neenah will be fine, though. They're going to be in the mix as well.
Absolutely, Brett. So, hey, have a great week. Rest of the week off. We'll see you back again on Thursday over at Kimberly.
Sounds good, Ricardo. I'll let you head on out. Let me run down the scoring here before we sign off. Let's start with the Rockets. Zabel, I have her with 36. Roth with 3. That 36, by the way, 27 in the second half. Cook with 4, Werner with 13, Fisher with 3, Kirkluski with 2, Jones with 7. For the Ghosts, Christopher with 9, Robinson with 15. How about that for your freshman? Guinness with 29 points, Lamers with 1, Novi with 13, Zarnicki with 11, and Baumgart with 6. With the victory, Kaukauna improves to 13-4 on the season, now 8-3 in the Fox Valley Association. The Ghosts at Oshkosh West on Friday in a Fox Valley Association matchup. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. As for the 5th-ranked Rockets, they fall to 9-4 overall, 6-3 in the Fox Valley Association. They're at Appleton North on Friday. That's a conference matchup. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. And looking at the league coming in, didn't get a chance to look at the standings. Hortonville, the lone undefeated team coming into tonight at 10-0 in league play. Then you had Appleton East at 8-2. Now Kaukauna by themselves, 8-3 now in league play. The Rockets at 6-3. Not sure how Kimberly was, but they're 6-3 coming into tonight. So definitely a log jam there in the top 5. There's some 5 quality programs without a doubt. As for us, as I mentioned, we're going to take a little bit of a breather until next week, Thursday. That's when we'll be back at it next, January 27th, a good non-conference girls basketball matchup. Kimberly hosting Notre Dame. Tritons, the defending D2 state champions. Live coverage from Jack Whippick Court at Kimberly High School will tip off at approximately 7:15 p.m. And don't forget, you can find our previous Game of the Week live streams on any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Thank you again to our sponsor, Coonies Embroidery and Sportswear. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization, contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at Cooneys, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. So for Ricardo and Rosie and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long from Kaukauna High School. Once again, the final score tonight, Kaukauna 84, Neenah 68. Thanks for watching, everybody.